Okay, in this video we're going to go over warranty info forms, also relative to warranty calls. So I think the easiest way to fundamentally explain this is to actually go through the warranty info form. So if you look on the control bar on the left hand side, the third button from the top down says forms. You click on that. That will bring you a list of the forms that we have here. You're going to scroll down to the bottom because it's alphabetical, and warranty is W down toward the end of the alphabet. So warranty info form here is on the bottom. You would click on that, just click anywhere on it, and that's going to open it. Now, the first question helps navigate how the call, like who's paying is really what it's saying. And I'll click on it. So it says craftsmanship, manufacturer, or billable. And we're going to spend a little time here. Craftsmanship means hey, we didn't glue PVC correctly and it's leaking at a joint, or the brazing wasn't done well enough and it's leaking and from that joint, or we didn't put a wire back on the flame sensor and had to go back and put the flame sensor wire back on or something. Or we installed something backwards or something like that. That's a craftsmanship error. A manufacturer error is an actual part. So the fundamental philosophy between the two of them is there a part that is coming back that was the cause of the failure altogether? So if the answer is yes, high likelihood it is manufacturer. Okay, so that answers that question. And then we would get, from a business standpoint, we send that back to the manufacturer. The manufacturer credits us back that replacement component to some level. Not sometimes 100%, sometimes not, which we're not going to debate right now. And then billable is if it does not fall in either one of those. Now, this needs to be very objective and not subjective, meaning well, I really don't want to go upstairs and talk to the customer about how they have to pay for this, right? So one of the things could be the customer called in, scheduled an appointment. Just so you're all aware, when they schedule an appointment, even if it's a warranty, the customer service person on the phone says, I'm going to book this as a warranty. But if in the rare chance that this is something unrelated to what we did, there may be a $99 service charge or other repairs needed. Are you okay with that? That happens on every phone call booked as a warranty call. So if you go to a call and there's nothing, you get there and the system's fully diagnostic and working correctly, and they can't duplicate the noise they were making, or they can't duplicate the leak, or they can't do whatever, that would be a $99 billable charge. Or let's just say it was, hey, I'm pretty sure that my refrigerator turned off after you installed a UV filter, and you get there and it has nothing to do with that. It's actually the outlet for the refrigerator, and you write up repair options to replace the outlet for the refrigerator. That would be a chargeable thing, not covered under warranty, and then it would be billable. But you still have to fill this paperwork out because it's billable. Okay? This could also be used if you're at a new construction call and take for instance, it's not cooling, but you get there and they've never once changed their furnace filter. You change their furnace filter and it works now because it's getting the proper airflow. That's a billable charge. Okay, so those are the three things as far as that, and how to know whether or not you're charging or who you're charging to. Root cause. There are some ones in here, like manager approved. Nobody gets to actually use that line item unless they've talked to a coach or higher level. So let me make sure that everyone understands that. So you need to talk to a coach, the HVAC coach, electrical coach, plumbing coach, install manager, or head coach, or anybody above them that can approve that thing. You cannot say, hey, I'm approving it as manager approved if you're not a manager. Then the rest of it goes down to name the builder, job soup that you contacted for billing approval. That's for residential new construction calls that we're charging the builder for and not the customer. If it's a callback, a craftsmanship error, explain what happened here so that we can talk to that person and help them. Who's the callback on? You should be able to have that in your notes or contact dispatch. What did the technician say or the installer say when you called to discuss this callback? This is important because if you go correct something and then it's never brought back to the attention of the person that did it, like if someone left the wire off, you should contact them, not scold them, but let them know, like, hey, just so you know, this was done. I had to come back for this. We just need to make sure that we're turning the thing on every single time and we'll know whether or not it works. So it can be a very respectful conversation. If the call was chargeable, please explain why, in case the customer calls to try to dispute it. If again, Ryan manager approved it, list the manager's name here. So if you selected manager approved, this is where you should be putting down the person that approved it, which coach did. And then if you fix the issue, if you can't fix the issue, if there's any problem, if there's parts, which part did it come from, the description of the part and the part number, which you might have to call some vendors for, defective part serial number for like coil replacements, the defect reason. This is where you need to geek out and explain technically what it is that is actually causing that issue. And don't guess. So if you don't know, don't just throw a bunch of stuff in there. Like, actually hit it. If replacement number, if you're ordering a replacement, like a manufacturer total replacement of something like that, put that in there. If this is a compressor warranty, like, you need to upload a photo of the compressor tag. This is where you put down the original model numbers and serial numbers. These are pretty self-explanatory. The original install date, if you don't know this, you need to call dispatch and get that answer for you. And if we're doing whole swaps of furnace ACs or water heaters, these are the other things that you need to put in there. If you're just replacing parts, you don't need to fill this little section out. But if you do, you need to make sure that you get the following things done here. Authorization number from a manufacturer, like you would need to call and get the authorization number from the manufacturer saying that they are agreeing that this needs to be replaced under warranty, and who's responsible for bringing the part back to the shop. Like, if a runner came and picked it up, then you need to list the runner's name, not just the word runner or delivery. And then if you're bringing it back to the shop, you need to put your name here. And then it will auto tell you who filled this form out. So if you have any other questions, check in with the coach. Otherwise, have a great day.